What's the
The
problem?
madman is back again. He's boycotting the G20. Donald Trump, American president, came back on his Truth Social platform, which I think is the only person who tweets or sends messages there,
Yeah.
and says that he will not be attending the G20 summit in South Africa. And he have said that before.
As expected,
It's not the first time.
Yeah.
But I thought that, somehow he was going to change his tone after that Elon Musk whole thing when, they went viral on the socials. But now he came back and be like, there's white Afrikaners that are being killed in South Africa.
Again.
And those are Dutch settlers. Those are immigrants from England. Those are immigrants from France.
He
and all of them.
concurs that descendants.
They are descendants, yes, for sure. He acknowledges that.
Okay.
That's another argument, obviously. But my problem is, where are white Afrikaners, South African Afrikaners that know what is really the truth on the ground in South Africa? And they're so quiet.
I don't expect anything different from them.
They weren't quiet the last time.
So this time they're not.
You need to understand that these people also control the media.
Okay.
That includes social media. And so the Afrikaans people have been talking about what's really happening in South Africa. And it's just
From
that
which
it gets
perspective?
filtered out.
Yeah.
In the perspective that, no, we are colonizers. We are descendants of colonizers. We came into South Africa and they speak about the Anglo-Boer War, and then that's how they took our land. And so now it's a thing of coming together and trying to give back what was taken forcefully to their people. But now it gets filtered out on social media because then Donald Trump doesn't want people to necessarily know the truth. And by people, I mean international investors, like the French and the Dutch and etc. So he'll keep on spreading this lie to discredit South Africa simply because also we're holding Israel accountable for their...
So we are still being punished for that.
Yeah, we're gonna stay being punished for that.
That's really crazy. I'm not gonna entertain Donald Trump that much, but I'm just so mad that we have so much white people in South Africa that know that this whole thing, so much influential people that know that this whole thing is not really happening. You remember that conversation? I think it was an interview where we had Gareth Cliff. We had Gareth Cliff from Cliff Central. We had Dr. Ernest Roots. We had, who's this, the three beanie guy?
Dan Corder.
Dan Corder. And then there was another person. There was another lady from SABC, actually, a black lady. And
I was about to ask you if
Ernest
she's white,
Roots,
she's white or what. Yeah.
she's black. Ernest Roots, as well as, who's this guy? Gareth Cliff, were pushing this narrative of white genocide. Yes,
As
there's white
expected
genocide
from
in South
Gareth,
Africa
yeah,
and
he's
all of that.
racist,
And
yeah.
it was only Dan Corder who actually shut these people
Oh, I remember.
down,
that
like
interview.
literally, and be like, guys, there is no such a thing.
And they know it.
What did he use specifically to shut them down?
Like facts, obviously, looking at some of the references that they were making, that, when you look at, there was a video that was trending that, this was a massacre in South Africa and all of that.
Oh,
And it
the
was not
crosses.
true. So he debunked that and made sure that, a lot of people understand that there is no such a thing. And I'm saying to white people, this is the chance to actually speak the truth,
So here's
especially
the
to
thing.
white influential people in South
Here's the
Africa.
thing for me. I feel like
Yeah.
I can't really burden the whites that know the truth who are supposed to speak out and what's so not. Donald Trump mentioned that thing on a social media platform, Truth. Ne?
Yeah.
My thing is our government is stagnant and too comfortable to a point that they are not participants of the same social media. You get me? I mean, like we have our government participating in different social medias. Why don't they take the initiative to do that and make sure that they voice it out on that competitive level? I'm not saying it's not going to be shut down, but then the interaction on that level, it will be that they're on par. They're on the same stream of communication. You get me? So it's a thing of like, we want to be dependent on the majority of white people who are supposed to come and like rescue us and speak for us and what so not. It's tiring, brother. It's tiring. I don't want to lie to you. I feel like the role that our government should be playing, they should go head in head with whatever comment has been made on social media. Not being confrontational, but
But they should
rather
challenge it.
speaking like their side. You get me, on that level part.
What is your view, Skumbuzo, about this issue?
The Brewer still has whatever agenda he has against us.
Yeah.
I think to answer your question in particular, there's always been people or white South Africans that are speaking out against this misinformation. It's just that the president of the United States and his influence are louder than those voices. So whatever agenda he's trying to purport, it's not going to be to any benefit, because the G20 is still happening, with or without him.
Yeah.
He is going to be hosting he is going to be ascending to presidency. He will be hosting it in Miami, Florida next year. We don't give a F, basically. We'll still march and be South Africa as we've always been. It's just that now we have to look at the relations we have with the USA and with the manipulation of the rand as well.
Yeah.
This manipulation of the rand scandal is South Africa's way to get back at USA for the tariffs. That all these banks, these United States banks, colluded to manipulate the rand so that they have a better standing. At the end of the day, USA and SA at the moment are not the best of friends. And let it stay like that. Let us continue with these new relations we'll be making with the Chinese and the British and whoever else is coming to the G20.
Yeah.
Let's march forward.
I mean, we'll see how that turns out. It's just so sad. Someone posted on Twitter last night saying that the whole thing of cleaning Johannesburg was for America, and now America is not coming.
Why was
So
it
that's
for
so
America?
sad.
That's
I mean,
tragic. We've known Trump has been saying he's not going to come to G20, first of all. Secondly, guys, why are we trying to impress a
That's
country
the
whose
thing.
government has shut down? Did you guys know?
Yeah.
America is facing a shutdown right now.
Even making
ISIS
it
busy stealing
conversation.
kids everywhere. It's falling apart. If it was any other country, mind you, we'd be kicked out of everything.
Yeah, we'll be
and yet
sanctioned and
America's
stuff.
still hosting World Cups. They're still continuing as business as usual. They're falling apart. So really, we really don't care about Donald Trump and what he has to
We
say.
don't care about America. We don't
Keep
care
it pushing,
about this
my nigga.
handlers.
We don't want you
We
at
don't.
G20. What
Yeah.
what do you have to say? You don't even know about your own constitution.
It's almost like our South African government is touched by that statement that he made on the social media truth, to a point whereby like they see it fit to conversate around this thing to make it gain hegemony. For what?
For me, I think America still lives in that delusional world where they think that they are the big
And the
bully.
sad thing is our country is following suit inside that delusion.
But you can say that.
The strategic formats of which we can go about it, and I don't see our government doing that.
Like
but
how?
what I
Like
see,
how?
I mentioned one of them, like going part to part and making sure that people know that it's not about the world knowing the truth, but the people that are here.
No, I
before
think
we go out.
we should play this very carefully because, and I'll tell you why, right? Or rather strategically, because America has a tendency of using propaganda to now justify the action that they're going to take, which is a military action. And we know if America decides today that they want to do the same that they did to Palestine or that they did to Iran, and coming to drop bombs here, we know that we have no chances of surviving.
Yes,
you
if
understand?
you were part of BRICS, he wouldn't dare.
Yeah, but
Yes,
I'm
our
not sure-
military
I'm
is
not-
not that great, but the support that we have around us.
and I'm not sure if we have that support.
At what cost as well?
do. What do you mean? You're not sure we have that support? We have that support from Russia, from China, from South Korea.
I mean, BRICS
from Brazil.
bloc is more of an economic partnership, not necessarily a military
I
partnership.
know it's a military partnership as well. Russia is involved in our military.
But why when Iran was bombed, or when they threw those bombs in Iran, China and Russia didn't
Because
actually
Iran
participate?
can defend
So you
themselves.
wanted them to
Iran is
intervene
literally
in,
strong. They did not need the help.
the
They
rules
can
of
defend
engagement.
themselves.
Bro, if
No,
we're partners, three of
but
us
you know
here,
that- no,
and someone
irregardless.
Yes.
bombs
No,
you,
no.
I
no.
ask for help.
They're
I
sovereign
can't
states.
just ask you for help
Yeah.
when I have my own resources.
Yes.
Iran is powerful.
How?
They weren't even
So
worried.
in other words, you say, don't
Okay,
do that.
sure.
Right?
No, okay, I hear you. All right, cool. So then maybe, but I hate depending on the next person either way.
True.
Anyways,
That's
If
true.
we coexist with relations of balancing through things throughout, then it's understandable. You get me? If I need that assistance and I come to you, I say I need this. If it comes to my attention that you will help me, then it's good in that essence. Remember, countries like Iran are sovereign states, which they're capable to do on their own. But the minute they say now we are overloaded, can you please lend a helping hand? That's where it will.
all right. Let's close this topic because thank you so much, by the way.
You're welcome.
But wait, before we close it,
Yeah.
G20, bruh.
What about G20? Yeah.
Chances of us seeing the benefits on the ground. So the G20 is going to be conducted. Tourists are going to come to SA. They'll be housed in
Tourists
nice
are here every
hotels.
day, man.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this time we know it's cold. It's overt. We
Yeah,
can
yeah.
all see it. There are going to be press releases and whatnot. Are we going to see the deals actually reach local government?
No, I think summits like that are not necessarily meant for you and I who are on the ground. You know,
So
unless
it's a parade.
yeah, no, it's for big players, man. Like a lot of people, like your Patrice Motsepe, your
Yeah,
your
people who
Johan
are
Rupert,
stretched-
people that really have
yeah.
money and
That
can
drive
move,
the
can
economy.
move the world
Yeah,
by just
yeah.
moving their thumb. Those are the people that are going to benefit in those kind of like
That's why.
dealings.
That's why you saw even during this week, we might not have the full details of the funds that went into the NGOs and whatever that
Yeah.
they did for this.
Yeah.
That is the only level where those organizations or NGOs they'll play at. They'll get
Yeah.
that funding that they get for that program that they'll
Sure,
be
they are
running for
running,
G20,
sure.
and that will be just that.
I totally
that
agree.
sucks.
So yeah, for me, I don't see any impact. As you can see, like they started cleaning Joburg now because they
Okay,
have this
that's-
thing.
yeah.
But this is something that they could have done long time ago.
true.
You understand?
It's a-
And I can assure you right now, even after the Johannesburg High Court ruling that they need to issue out permits for these people, I think by the 18th of November, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there's a date like that.
Yeah, it's a deadline.
It's a formal concept.
Yeah, but you ask yourself, who's funding those people to take the government to court?
court.
You understand? Who's actually benefiting from this? But anyway, that's another topic for another day. What I'm arguing here is that they do all of these things more like it's
look-
election time.
Yeah, to look good.
You know,
in
and then
front of
after
the eyes.
elections,
Yeah,
we
then
know
they
this
go back.
culture.
That's what I've seen.
We know this
Yeah,
culture. We've seen it
a
before
common
playing so
culture
many
in South
times.
Africa. Yeah.
So
Joburg will go back to its slums. It will be the same thing.
because
the
they,
same
they really don't have a sustainable solution for this.
Yeah.
Can you close it for us so that we move to the next topic? Oops.
Hey, G20, honestly, I haven't been interested in the whole thing because I just, like you said, it's not for the average person. So why are we making so much noise about something?
Yeah.
It would be great if it was a platform to air out the problems that we do have.
True.
So I'm alluding to we must march on the day of G20 and show the tourists that it's not great here because it's not.
And
it's
there's
not
already-
cute. Okay, we're suffering. Bread is 20 rand. It's just a lot. So we really do need to march. Use it as a platform rather than just focusing on the money that's going to be spent and all of that. The South Africans should use it as a platform too.
Yeah.
Side note, there are already
Protest.
marches planned for the 17th and the 21st of November.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Thank you. We have another problem
Don't we always have problems?
Chief.
locally.
My favorite
problem.
problem.